What's up, guys? Recap for the Iowa-Purdue game. Probably not going to be a very long video. To be honest, I don't have much to say about it. Going into this game, this was kind of one of those games where, Iowa's still a pretty solid team, but, we play Michigan on Tuesday. And going into this game, I feel like this was definitely one of those, just go in and make sure we win type game. Not necessarily that we're completely skipping over them because Ben Sturt's still a great player. They're still a good team. Just one of those things that we got to be ready for Tuesday, going up against number one Michigan. And, I thought we ended up having a really good game. Obviously, box score shows it 78-57. I mean, we went in there and handled business. It never was really a game. Um, you know, we had the lead the whole game, and momentum never switched. It always felt like we were in control. Um, but if you look at the look at the box score. It was our role guys that won us this game. You look at Jakari. Jakari had a great game. He had a great stretch there in the first half. Vicious poster, which wasn't on purpose, but talking about poster, I mean, got the man right there, Vince Carter. But looking like his dad, big dog. Great dunk, great block by Clough. Overall, just a very solid game for the Boilers. Nothing crazy, nothing super popped out. Pretty efficient game across the boards for us, which is good. What we wanted to see, Nebraska, we won off of effort. It wasn't offensive efficiency. This game was much more efficient, especially in the free throws. We were 80% from the free throw line, 16 of 20. So that's a good improvement, including both of our bigs going 2 for 2. So, minus Daniel. Daniel was 2 for 4. But overall, it was a very good game. I thought, for the most part, everything looked good. There was a few possessions where we got lucky and didn't end up with a turnover because somebody else got on the ball, but there was a few miscue passes, I guess. I don't know how to say. They were just tipped because it was kind of a lazy pass, but we ended up getting them back. Ended up only having 5 turnovers, which, if you look at statistics anyways, we don't turn the ball over very often, but it's good to see us, take care of the ball in hopes that we can do that Tuesday against a very good defense in Michigan. I guess I'll just go, player by player. Trey, obviously another good game, 12 and 12. It's good to see him continue on the boards. There was an interview that he had on that he talked about his difference of play from last year to this year, just because rebounding is what this team needs. Last year we needed him to score those 20 points per game. This year we need him to rebound. Obviously, we want him to score as well, and he's still shooting effectively, or efficiently. Last year he was shooting 50-some%. He's still shooting a high percentage this year. His percentage hasn't changed. It's just he's not shooting it as much. He was 5 for 8 for this game. Last year he was getting 12, 13 shots a game, right? Probably more than that. But I thought Trey just did a great job flying in there, grabbing boards. He did it as well in the Nebraska game, but he did a good job of, guarding his guy at the perimeter when needed. But when shot goes up, he's crashing the boards. He's getting to where he needs to be. Just being in the right spot, not standing around. There's been some times throughout the season, not necessarily Trey, but as a team, that we just get caught standing, and that's why we're not crashing, and that is something that definitely affects his team. And if we can continue to rebound the way we do, it completely changes, our ability to win games and just our identity. If we can continue to rebound at a high level, and continue to guard. But we only won it by 8, which obviously is a lot different compared to the Nebraska game. But you know, again, what I said, I do believe that this was a game of just make sure we win, and let's get ready for Tuesday. I think it's kind of a reason why you see that our role players went in here and really did um, majority of the damage. Braden still played 36 minutes, but I think part of it's helping him get his assist. Right, he had 12 assists, 7 rebounds, only had 5 points, but he only attempted 5 shots. Right, it was pretty evident this game, after his first few shots that I'm looking to pass. And I don't think that's wrong, especially in a game like this. Everybody else is hot. I mean, CJ was hot. Jakari was hot. I am surprised that Jack only got 10 minutes in this ball game. Especially coming off of the game he had against Nebraska. This seems like a game where, Jack plays a little more. Omer played 16 minutes, but just would seem like a game where they play a little bit more, but overall, not a complaint. I think I said it in the preview. Something that we did the first time we played Iowa, right? We allowed 3 of their role players to combine for 9 3-pointers against us because we tried to help so much off of Sturts and take him away. And it caused their role players to make shots, which was uncanny of them. Like, it's not something that they had been doing throughout the season. But this game, I thought we did a much better job of, put CJ on Sturts, which is what I hoped we were going to do, and just, let him take him away. And when Jakari's in, let him take him away. And, if he scores, he scores. Don't let anybody else beat you. And we did a great job of that. I mean, you look at their box score. Sturts had 19, right? Which is what he had in the first time we played him. Tavion Banks. I know he was in and out, getting hurt a few times, but 9 points. He's their next leading scorer. I think he averages 13. Cooper Coach, 3 points. Cam, they got some crazy last names. 8 points. Yeah. Off the bench, they got Isaiah Howard, 2 points. 3 points, 9 points, 2 points, 6 points, 5 points. Right. Sturts, again, did majority of their scoring, and we just didn't let anybody else beat us. They didn't have that great of a game to begin with, but we just took everybody away. I thought defensively we did a really good job. I thought Daniel had a really good game. Defensively, I mean, he had 3 blocks. Oscar had that one. But yeah, as a team, they shot 27% from 3. They were 6 for 22. And 38% on the field, 20 for 53. We were just efficient this game, right? 25 for 53 for on the floor, 12 for 30 from 3, 16 for 20 from the stripe. So efficiently, we just had a good game, and there's really not much more to say about this. Is we went in there, took care of business, and Iowa didn't really come out to play that much. Sturts was pretty well nowhere to be found in the first half, and credit to CJ. I think he just locked him down. Second half, when he started hitting some shots. Ended with 19, 7 of 12 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. So we almost done fouled him out too. He had 4 fouls. But yeah, I thought we just did a great job of containing Sturts, and as a team, we just looked put together. Everybody seemed to be in the right spot. Energy was there. Defensively, I didn't feel like we were getting lost. Braden was manipulating the offense. I mean, there's off of that. Jack's three in the corner. He splits two defenders, acts like he's getting to the basket, kicks it to Jack. I think he had 3 assists off of inbound passes. I know he had one to CJ. He had one to Trey, I believe, and there's one more. But yeah, I mean, just a test to Braden and the kind of player he is, and his ability to find open guys. But yeah, I mean, Jakari with 14 points, CJ with 14 points. Both of CJ was 4 for 9 for three, and Jakari was 3 for 6 for three. Both of them just contributed big. I think these are those kind of games where it's we look to see our bench guys go off. Like I said, going into this week with Michigan, off of we're gonna have just a few games rest. So 1, 2, off of 2 days rest, play the third day. This is one of those games that you kind of hope that your starters kind of can relax a little bit. And I think there wasn't much pressure on Braden to do a whole lot. He just got people in their spots and got them open. And yeah, everybody else did their job. Omer hit 2 threes. Jack was 1 for 3. Again, I'm just a little surprised that Jack didn't play more. But maybe it was a stat padding game for Trey, allow him to keep getting rebounds. But yeah, I really don't have much to say about this game. I mean, we just went in there and played a good game, and Iowa didn't show up ready. We were predicted to only win this game by 1. I didn't buy it. I know what the last game looked like when we matched up with them, but I thought that was an uncanny game for us. Braden again has one of those games where he doesn't score in the first half. I didn't know if it was going to turn up in the second half. It just ended up being an assist game for him, which is fine, especially in these type of situations. But our big test is going to come on Tuesday, and we knew that. And again, we're not trying to look over anybody because we got to win it out to have a chance for the Big Ten title. But I just think it was a get ready for Tuesday type game, and I thought, looking at the scoreboard, it's definitely nice to see that finish, and just glad to go out with a dominant win and hope that carries into Tuesday and allows us to come in with energy like we did in Nebraska in hopes that we have an efficient game like we did today, Saturday, like we did yesterday, in hopes that we can have an efficient and high energy game for Michigan. So thanks for stopping in. I know this wasn't super anything big besides just saying we outplayed them. So thanks for stopping in. Be ready for the Michigan preview, and go Boilers.